Hi, welcome to the DIY-aGoGo YouTube channel. You're looking at Sandy Beach. This is the nightstand that I painted on my last DIY-aGoGo YouTube video. But how did my nightstand go from this to that?
Right, so hi, it's Janice. Welcome to Shab, Alot. Today I'm going to address something in the furniture painting world that needs to be addressed. Basically what it's called is the freak out factor when using wax. I've experienced it before and it's definitely a thing in the furniture painting world. I'm trying to make eye contact with you and it's impossible, so I apologize if this is freaking you out too. So I've not waxed this piece yet, and I'm going to do what I've been wanting to do, and that is to wax it with all of you so you can see what happened. I want to see it, I want to deal with it, and I want to deal with it on camera with you guys so that if and when it happens to you, you won't freak out as much. All right, so here we are. This is my DIY clear wax. I've used a lot of it, so I haven't freaked out all the time, but I do tend to freak. This is my Paint Pixie brush, and I'm going to talk about what people have told me to do. They have told me, Janice, this is how you wax. But I actually have two conflicting ways that I have been told how to wax. I'm trying to think of the two methods that I have been told. One was very, very little on your brush, and one was not necessarily very little on your brush, but to make sure you apply an even coat. And I think that's where I got confused. So I'm just going to do this with both of those thoughts in my mind because they're both probably right. I think I just needed to connect them. Do you put your head in the sand? Are you the type of person that addresses things, like freak out factor things? Like I am the typical put my head in the sand type person. So taking the brush, I'm dipping it very little, so you'll see it here, right on that little thingy. I tend to freak at this stage, so I'm going to start up here. I'm just going to do it. See what it did? So what it does is it darkens up and deepens the color. So for instance, right now we're in the midst of the quarantine. It's 2020, it is May of 2020. I have definitely had my head in the sand for this whole freak out factor quarantine. I just got very little, less than the last time. I'm just going across, and I'm going up and down. I am not going in the same direction. Oh, see that? That's cool though. That wasn't a freak out for me. That was cool. What the freak out is for me is, see how the next one's a little lighter? It's like a blend, and the next one's a little lighter. So I get nervous that those different shades are going to show up, like that won't go away. And I believe that that's what the freak out factor is. It's being afraid that this streaky look will remain. I've not been out hardly at all, and when I do go out, I see people in masks, and that's a freak. That's definitely a freak. The side piece, I think I used a minimal amount of wax. What I'm going to do for the front is I'm going to put a little bit more, and I'm going to try to make it to be more even of a coat. So I twist, instead of dabbing it in, I dabbed it and I twisted it just to get a little, well, there's a lot of wax on there. Experiment with using a lot of wax as opposed to a little bit of wax and having a more even coat. And I'm going to try to not have those streaks. I'm going to try to keep this color, this new color that I'm making with the wax. I'm going to try to keep that uniform. I'm going to try to make the whole piece not have any streaks. for the most part, my whole community has been you guys. It's been my furniture painting community, my artist community online and through YouTube and Facebook. And so that's in a way a little freak outish too, because we're really not together, but it still works. I still feel, even though it's an online community, it is such I feel a connection with everybody through the online community. So I never thought that would happen to me. And I'm just so grateful and so fortunate that it did. I'm actually might need to make up a new mantra for waxing. Let's make one up as we're doing this. I swear to God, I'm just making this up right now. Dip and turn. Apply in heavy, even strokes. No streak. So, freak out 1, quarantine. Freak out 2, people wearing masks. Freak out 3, my hair as my quarantine hair. Freak out 4, I'm not looking at you in the eyes. If I did, I would be looking over there, and then I would be looking at those candles, and I can't, I'll strain my eyes. And freak out number whatever is the one we're going to address though today, and that is the wax freak out factor. Let's do our mantra if I remember it correctly. Dip and turn, apply, what did I say? Apply with no streaks and no freak. Oh, freak and streak rhyme. Dip and turn, apply with no streaks to avoid the freak. Whoop, whoop. I don't know, maybe I'm strange, but I like to have a little song in my head. So it's the next day, and as you can tell, this is the side that I did with the wax, with the very little of wax on my brush. And when we were doing it, I kind of had a feeling it wasn't gonna work. And it didn't. We can still see these streaks. So now that I'm having this streak out factor, this freak out, streak out factor, I have to decide, am I going to leave it like this? Am I going to sand it, which would diminish some of the streaks? Or am I going to re-wax it, because this is the side that we did with more wax. So we did our dip and twist method on this wax, and I am not seeing the streak out factor on this side. It needs to be buffed. The color is definitely deepened. It's definitely protected, because that is the purpose of the wax, is to seal the paint. It gives it a barrier. The wax provides a barrier between the paint and the elements. So here we are, it's the third day, and I have redone this side using my dip and twist method. So now it's all pretty much uniform now. The colors are more intense because of the wax, and I don't have any streaks. So basically, I was not doing things correctly. I was taking things a little too literally, and I was putting way too little wax on my brush. But I do believe that everybody needs to learn their own method of waxing and of painting and of blending, and everyone has their own style, everyone has their own vibe. The dip and twist method is what I'm going to be using. I hope you are all out there painting and having fun and waxing and stamping and decoring your house to be a creative castle for you. And I hope you're all staying safe. Another freak out. Lots of freak outs today. Maybe not, but I really hate the fact that I'm not looking at you, and I'm sorry. I really tried. I don't know what's up. I'm looking, but I'm looking. Am I looking straight? What? Hi, welcome to Shab, Alot. I can't look you in the eye today. It's impossible. Hi. I don't know. Hi, welcome to Shab, Alot. I'm Janice. I'm trying to look in the camera, so I'm looking straight. Like if I look straight, I'm looking out the window. I don't want to. Why is that? I'm still looking. Why am I? Oh God, that's messing me up. Don't look at myself. Look at the candles, maybe? That's what I'll try. That's what I'll do. Why is that? All right, so hi, it's Janice. Welcome to Shab, Alot.